This is Ma'am Ribu here, and welcome back to Facebook Live. Now, for those of you actually tuned in to Swamiji's yoga webinar yesterday, must be in for a lot of treats because Swamiji just shared so much and so much of so beautiful pearls of truths, sacred truths. And one of the sacred truths, or one of the best things that I liked about yesterday's session was when Swamiji shared about a conversation he had with his guru. And in this, he quoted this. It says, in spirituality, where you start from, you will remain there forever. And that's the very reason why you should start from the right place. Now, when I look, and this is what Swamiji said after stating this, he said, if we start from the concept or from the idea that we are man and we have to move towards godlyhood, there's so much of struggle because from this limited version of man, we know we feel limited by many things, by the way we can do things. We're limited by our actions, we're limited by our powers, we're limited by so many in so many ways. And in many a time we feel powerless at the same time. And from a journey from man to God is really huge. It, it's really something that needs a total drastic makeover in the system for a man to experience God. But if you start from the cognition that you are God, but you're just having a physical experience, then the journey is even easier. Because from God man to God God is faster. And this is exactly what Swami is making us all into, to understand that we are gods and we can express powers, and all it needs is a shift in our cognitions, a drop in our limited cognitions that we have been holding on, and just to rise to embrace higher cognitions. Now, when we start off from the cognition that we are God, we know and we understand that we can manifest whatever we want. And that's exactly what Swamiji is helping us all out in, to initiate us and to help us to express various powers of Sadashiva. See, the minute you express any one power, you know you are something much more than man, just right. And if you start believing in, yes, I can manifest more and more, and these powers are real, you go on manifesting the 463 powers. And why not? Because you have been initiated by Swamiji to experience the powers of Sadashiva. And when you start expressing these powers at least 21 times, it becomes part of your muscle memory. And after that, no matter how many times you do it, you will still manifest them. And that's exactly what Swami wants. He wants all these powers or the ability to manifest them to become part of us. And then there's no way we can say we're just men. We will now understand that we are more than men. And we are taking steps to move towards the higher cognitions. Now, to just tell a normal human being that you are God, he'll look at himself and say, wait, what do you think that what do I have that I should look myself as God? Or, what's so special about me? God is so much high up there and we are just merely human beings, with our greed, fears, and egos. How can we be gods? But the minute you give them something and tell them that you can manifest powers, you can experience a state and space of Sadashiva, the minute they have a glimpse into it, they know they are much more and that they want to move in that direction. So that's a beautiful thing about starting from the right point really matters. When you start from the right cognition, it leads you to faster results and greater achievements. So believe in yourself that you are God, and for you to experience that higher state of space of Sadashiva and also manifest powers, come for our programs where Swamiji will be blessing you with tons and tons of powers, and you just need to just start expressing them. And the more you express them, the more oneness you have as Swamiji, the more you'll be expressing and the more powers you get downloaded into your system. Just start expressing them, and all that's needed for you to express powers is having that oneness with him, and that's all that's required. And the more oneness you have with him, the stronger the union you have with him, the more you begin to feel that you are God. And Swamiji is doing this so beautifully through manifesting powers, creating an excitement buzz amongst all that yes, it's not magic, they're real powers. You can have them, you can express them beautifully. All it requires is an initiation and having that oneness with Swamiji. So do come and attend our programs and be part of this amazing excitement, power manifesting trend that we call it. and the blessed Nityanandam.